thought I'd be happier at 40.
You are happy, and I'm not 40, asshole.
You don't look happy. I feel like you're having a midlife crisis.
Well, I feel like you're high on mushrooms, so you don't know shit.
To Elliott.
No, not the whole bag.
May you experience a new level of consciousness tonight.
Oh my God. Are you guys tripping? I don't feel anything.
That's because we don't tolerate drugs well.
Hey, freak.
Who are you?
Elliott. Dude, I'm you.
You're me.
What's up?
I don't have a gap in my teeth.
Yeah, wear your retainer. Left boob, 1 cup smaller than the right.
Holy shit. I'm actually kind of hot for being middle-aged.
I'm 39 years old. That's not middle-aged.
No, that is middle-aged.
No, it's not. I am a very young adult.
I'm so jealous you guys had good trips.
Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Dude, I know mom can be annoying, but be nice to her and go hang out with your brothers.
Ow, Max!
Also, can you avoid anyone named Chad?
Good morning, Elliott. Have you met Chad?
Elliott, you freak. I put my number in your phone the other night, but I did not know this would work. Wait a minute, hang on. Basement! Basement! Dude, I gotta go.
You were so lucky. Life will never be the same as it is right now.
Just take my advice and we'll be fine.
Oh my God!
I think.
What's going on with you?
I just feel like everything that used to make sense doesn't anymore.
The only thing you can't get back is time. It goes by so fast.
I still need you. I'm literally an idiot.
You're not an idiot.
If we weren't the same person, do you think you'd even like me?
You're just saying that because you're young and dumb.
But if you weren't young and dumb, you'd never be brave enough to do anything. Maybe you need to listen to my advice for once. Can we kiss?
No.
What? Can I at least touch my old ass?
Oh my God, you need to be locked up.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the NRW where nerds rule the world. I'm Heather Hurt. That's Kuya P. And that was a trailer for My Old Ass, available right meow on Amazon Prime, featuring the one, the only Aubrey Plaza, and a litany of other people. But she's the only one that's important. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. It's but it's when you have an Aubrey Plaza thing, you want to talk about Aubrey Plaza. The film is about a young girl who meets her future self in a drug-induced dream state that's never really explained, but also
mushrooms. It was mushrooms.
Mushrooms. It is mushrooms.
They were on drinking some mushrooms up.
Mushroom tea.
Yes, exactly.
With that being said, though, just as a heads up, this will have spoilers in it. The movie's been out for a while. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out before we get into this, if you like. If not, if you're okay with some spoilers, this movie isn't like a heavy spoiler kind of thing, but there will be spoilers for this film. Maisy Stella, who is right here, plays Elliott, and she gets to meet her future self. And her future self has a warning about what she may or may not want to do when it comes to a young man named Chad, who has joined her family's cranberry bog farm. And she is about to go off to college in the big city of Toronto, which I wish I could be in Canada right now. And the film takes place during the last few weeks of her summer before her big venture out into the city at university. It follows her friends, Percy Hynes White, who plays Chad, Maddie Ziegler, who plays Ruthie, Kerrice Brooks, who plays Ro, which, by the way, I thought their name was Bro the entire time. And I was just, because it sounded like there was a hard B in there. And I was like, I know they're gender nonconforming, but Bro? That seems weird, but it's Ro, R-O. I have been corrected. Maria Dizia plays Kathy, the mom. Alan Goldman plays Tom. Seth Isaac Johnson is Max, and Carter Trezzolo is Spencer. One of the really cool things that we're seeing about films today is that there's a whole lot of stuff happening in a very small space. So the cast is pretty small. The film was directed and written by Megan Park. But of course, even though the film seems small, it takes a village to make a great film. This is just a fun little story about the end of summer and coming to terms with your fears and your dark moments in life. With that, that's kind of the plot. There's really not much to it. A girl meets her future self, yeah. So let's just jump right in. Kuya P, initial thoughts of this film.
All right. When we did the trailer react, or I don't know if we did the react or if it was the other team that did the react, but when I saw the trailer,
Yeah,
I
we
was
did.
hype because I, like you, love me some Aubrey Plaza. She's amazing. She's hilarious. Just love her. And yeah, so that was what drew me in. And then I'll get into my thoughts when we actually get into the movie part. But Aubrey Plaza can do no wrong. I'm like, yo, it's Aubrey Plaza. She's hilarious. Let's go.
All right, all right. We were both in the same boat during that point. We had this movie was kind of thrown at us, just like many trailers are. We were just told to watch it, and we were actually pretty excited about it. A young queer girl taking advantage of her last few days in summer, and she's not supposed to be friend to this guy. That's kind of all you get in the original trailer. And you could tell that it was supposed to be a rom-com of some sort, but you didn't quite tell what type. I do have some concerns as a member of the queer community, but we will get into those shortly. So with that being said, we've talked about the cast, we've talked about the film, and we gave you our initial thoughts. Kuya P, what is your review of this film?
I absolutely loved this film. I didn't know I was going to love this film as much as I did and cry deeply and feel how much I felt in this film. There's so many things they're talking about. First off, as I made my statement earlier, I was like, Aubrey Plaza, Aubrey Plaza. Unfortunately, I think if you're looking for an Aubrey Plaza film in this, she's not there throughout the whole film. I thought that's what I was going to be getting, along with this younger actress, Maisy Stella. She's only there for brief moments, but it didn't matter because shout out to Maisy Stella. She is a new star on the rise, brilliant young star. I actually gave her some votes as young actor for 2024 in some of my awards voting. She carried this film. And made me not miss Aubrey, who I thought I was going to be getting throughout the whole film. Just a great young star. Just everything that she had to do in regards to what she was going through. Like, she was comedic. She showed her emotions. We read everything that she was experiencing in all of the different moments that she has within the film. I just thought was great. Her comic timing, just all of that. But yeah, we all will eventually have to go and leave our home as young adults that go into the world, leave our parents, and they chronicled that in this film. You got this one last summer, spending time with your friends, spending time with family, trying to weigh your time equally with family and friends. And then new things get introduced, and then you get high on shrooms, and then you start seeing your future self, and then you got to follow what your future self does because you don't want to make the same mistakes, or you're trying to, kind of go align with that because your future self is only trying to help you. And it was just so beautiful and sweet. And I'm sure when you get into your thoughts, we'll dig into a little bit more. But I absolutely love this film. It was one of the year's best. I laughed, I cried, and I cried some more, and laughed again, and cried some more. How about you, Heather?
I agree. This movie was probably one of the sweetest films of 2024. There were elements to this movie that I was not expecting. I was thinking it was, as many Aubrey Plaza films are, I was thinking it was going to be far more comedy than it was sweet. It's not necessarily romantic. There are romantic elements to this, but romance is not the key piece of this. It is an important part, but it is not the key piece. So there was a lot of, it is a very sweet and heartwarming film. However, I do want to kind of touch on some not so great elements before I dig more into that. For one thing, a lot of movies nowadays do like to touch on the realities. Aubrey Plaza's statements whenever she speaks to her younger self, whenever older Elliott talks to her younger self on the phone, it is rather terrifying, the comments that she makes. She talks about how she misses Sam and how she misses this, how she misses that. Guys, we are on the precipice of environmental disaster, and there will be a lot of stuff going extinct in the next 2 decades. It's not far away. It's like right here. And what really, this actually made me kind of scared of this movie, because there were comments that that older Elliott made that just kind of gave me the freaking shivers. It's not supposed to be a horror film, but if you are aware of the environment, that hearing some of that can kind of give you the EBGBs a little bit. So just be careful. there are many people that are triggered by that. So with that said, one of the big things that I did not like about this film was the chasing Amy element of the straight guy gets the lesbian girl. I know it is it is a very, very popular plot point for many films, especially during the 80s and 90s. There were a lot of those. The character, of course, queerness, LGBTQIA is a spectrum. You can be anything along the way. But the character of Elliott is notably a lesbian at the beginning of the film, and then she falls in love with a man who changes everything about her perspective of her sexuality. I think that that's just an overplayed plot point. I don't really like it. Of course, the character does admit bisexuality, and she is still with a woman in the future. It's just a very weird kind of. I just don't like it that much. I'm not a big fan of that trope. Chasing Amy did it in a funny way, but it was still not a really good way. So I want to point out that that's actually rather dismissive of a very important sexuality trait for many people. Just kind of having it go out the window because a nice looking guy, because a sweet guy comes in, it's kind of hurtful to the community. But at the same time, she is young. She could definitely not know her full self until she learns. And that's the thing is, when you're a kid, this is why it's so important not to suppress children while they're learning about themselves. She could learn herself. She could learn something new about herself. But just wanted to throw that out there. It's kind of annoying. It was kind of hard to watch at times. And then finally, I want to make sure that we talk about the elephant in the room. This film is a big, has a lot of elements very similar to Aubrey Plaza's real life situations. Her husband, unfortunately, did pass away very shortly after this film for reasons that we won't talk about here. But if you, as always, if you or anyone you know is having suicidal thoughts, please contact the suicide helplines. They are here for a reason. But with that said, we also want to be respectful to Plaza's experiences, and we do not want to go too far into that. So. Overall, though, this movie was very sweet. The characters were really fun. Kids nowadays try all the drugs. I don't understand it. I didn't get any of this fun shit when I was a kid. But it's really fun to watch the very, very quick growth that Elliott feels between her friends, between her family during these last few weeks, and she grows a lot in her own selfishness, in her own ego during these few weeks, and it's really great progression, even though it's a very short time. These people can change. And with that, I will get off of my soapbox. And final words, we'll just go straight into it because I talked way too long and word vomited quite a bit. Kuya P, final thoughts about My Old Ass.
Again, I loved it. I see your points, but I also think it's kind of difficult. I think you can get away with the youth. And like you said, she changes, later on in the future. And I think the scariness that you have about the future predictions is like, we're all as reality thinking about it. And so it can be triggering. But I think I love that that's being told in this, you know what I'm saying? And we're not straying away from that and making that a reality and showing just everything that. So I just thought this was great writing. I recognize some of your difficulties in it, and I understand that, but also think again, showing it through youth and how things change, kind of gets the past there. But I think we need more stories like this. And obviously, but then at the same time, when you watch this film and watch it again, I watched this film a lot. I've enjoyed this film since last year. Who can not love that young man, but also, I'm sure I would love a part two when we see maybe the future wife she marries, and I think these are just lovable characters, the best of friends, just all of what they go through. I love even Justin Timberlake's an asshole, but the JT, well, I think it makes sense because she's Canadian. The little sequence of her singing JT songs.
No, Justin
That's
Bieber.
Another Lonely Girl. What was that? I think that was a track.
Justin Bieber.
Bieber. Oh, Bieber. Excuse me, not Timberlake. That's another asshole. Bieber.
I know. Bieber's done some stupid shit, but dude bought MySpace and made it an actual free speech platform. So you know what? Rock on, man. But
so that was kind of cute. I love every actor in this. I can't wait to see what they're going to do next. Maisy Stella is going to be a superstar. Kerrice Brooks, who we have on there. I saw her in another film that I had a screen last year, who plays Ro. She's awesome, or bro, per you, Heather.
They are gender nonconforming, yes.
Yeah, just and I would have been cool. I love that. I just loved how it spoke on all sides of that. And then family, spending time with your family, spending time with your parents, just all of that. It just because I'm a parent right now, so like having that relationship with my daughter, and like right now she don't want to, it's kind of hard grasping at straws, but just that kind of hit me in the head. But a lovely film. How about you, Heather? Final thoughts?
Agreed. Other than a few small, and I'm going to say it, small takeaways. And the only reason I really brought them up is because Kuya P put it out so perfectly. This is a very sweet, caring film with a lot of heart and soul in it. There's just a couple small things that you can definitely find in anything that might hurt you or those around you. So once again, other than that slight issue I had and the warning, because oh my God, when older Elliott talks over the phone, it gives you heart palpitations just a little bit. It's too real. But other than that, I really enjoyed this film. This was a really cute, sweet film. It's a nice popcorn film for you to just take in. You don't have to sit back and deep dive into it. You can just enjoy it and go with it. As we said, My Old Ass is available on Amazon Prime right now. Definitely check it out when you get the opportunity. If you have any questions, if you disagree with everything that I've said, for sure, Kuya P has said nothing but great things about this movie. Well,
no, they probably hate it. Well, because we're too woke out here, Heather, you and I. They probably hate. This is another DEI film to them, so they're gonna definitely hate what I said. Like, oh, there you go, that's support. Fuck you. I can't wait to see what Megan Park's gonna do next.
There's going to be some really stupid, there are some stupid statements out there. But with that said, if you disagree with the actual critique that we gave, the actual opinion of the film, please tell us down below. If you hate it, tell us down below too. Once again, that's engagement. We'll take it. Like, subscribe, share, all of those things. And we will see y'all soon.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy QP Nerds World. Just got out of the press screening for My Old Ass. Initial thoughts coming out of the joint. Fire, y'all. It was fire, man. Aubrey Plaza, Maisy Stella. Don't think I've seen a project with her before, but the two of them in this, amazing. The concept, the storyline that you get in this is just, man, so dope, man. Just there's a lot I want to say. If you see the trailer, they deliver on that. Probably not a lot of Aubrey Plaza in here, but the concept, the theme, the mainline story in here that they're trying to come across about, reflection and life and family. So good, so hilarious, so sweet. Gonna be talking about this one, probably one of my favorites for the year. That's what I'm gonna put on it. Stay tuned, full review. Your boy QP, Nerds Rule the World. My Old Ass. Go check it out when it drops everywhere, September 27th. Your boy QP.